Hey, good morning, everyone. Mike on Monday coming to you. Gorgeous weekend. That's what our crops kind of needed. So the talk today is managing some of these challenges that we have out there on the landscape. So a couple of things that I saw over the past number of days. One, I was out to Eau Claire and back, and there was some tillage done, but even in the sandier areas of our state, there's still a lot of water, not a lot of progress at that, getting things in the ground or working ground itself. Things I saw close to the lake as far as inland, doesn't matter in this case, lamb's quarters, giant ragweed, common ragweed, field pennycress, shepherd's purse. These things are all actively growing and have been for probably 2-3 weeks now. I've seen them things popping out of the ground. So when you're looking at some of those burn down scenarios, know that those plants are up and running already. But back to the main thing, what are we going to do with this alfalfa? Now that we've pushed some heat and sunshine into this crop and we can see what it's basically doing, you'll notice that there's a wide array of fields out there in stages and damage, etc., etc. So basically, take a look at every one of those fields because they're all different. This morning, my mind is going for my dairy growers that, okay, maybe there's enough here to take first cutting, and then we roll that into corn silage to make sure that we're getting our feedstuffs. And those acres that were going to be corn silage, those might be those replacement seeding acres that you're looking at. But talk to your Country Visions agronomist and work through those ideas and rotations. One of the other thoughts that I have is if we're going to be rolling some of these acres out, consider using a pre-harvest application of Roundup to take care of the plants that are still alive, such as the healthier parts of the alfalfa and the dandelions. And as you're walking out there, you might notice we have a lot of those earlier weeds I mentioned already coming along with others. So those holes and gaps in your alfalfa stand are going to be filling in with vegetation. That's what Mother Nature does. She's going to protect the soil surface by getting a cover on that. And weeds are her primary choice for cover crop, if you will. So again, talk with your agronomist, look at those stands. We got a good situation or analysis now that we've pounded some heat into it. We've backed off a little bit of the water so it can breathe, but you're going to find alfalfa that is up and growing very nicely, and it can peter down to little or nothing and everything in between. So the maturity is all over the board. So the easy, trying to hit that perfect timing of cutting is going to be pretty difficult in first crop. But with that said, look at the idea of maybe a pre-harvest Roundup on those weakest fields, using what was going to be corn silage fields, turning those into your seeding fields, and the fields that are struggling, but we might get them through this season. Again, that's what I'm seeing in the landscape right now, that we may have to replace them for next year. So you might have to amp up your seeding acres this year to match your inventory needs, etc. With that, give us a call. We'll help you out with things and needs. If you're in need of these seeds for replacement of the stands and whatnot, get a hold of your Country Visions agronomist so that we can make sure we've got the inventory on hand when you're ready to go. As I've been saying the past couple of weeks, we continue to compress the season so things will happen fast. The more planning that we can get done in advance, the greater ability we have to meet your needs when Mother Nature gives us the green light to get out in the fields and go. With that, we're out of the heat. Whew, it was a hot weekend, wasn't it, folks? We'll see you this next week. Take care.